Okay, this is part of the problem that we're chasing, is that we're deaf to high frequencies with tone in on the right channel. So right now the tone is in defeat. Volume is set someplace where we can pick up a good point on the meters. In this case, if we set the meters to 40 dB, and we're a little off in frequency response. But, you know, meters are meters and maybe not to be trusted. But if we go to output, they're basically almost equal. Okay, and tone is out, so cranking down the frequency does nothing till it actually goes to 0. So now let's push the tone in. Let's go to tone in, and we're going to, starting back at this end, we're going to push our frequencies up. We're at 20 hertz. Left is trailing the right just a little bit, but that's okay. The left is still very strong in output. We get to 200 hertz and we'll just move up faster. Okay, we're at 1 kilohertz. Now here's where it gets interesting. Watch the right channel output as we advance. Okay, it starts at 5 kilohertz to drop. And this is what you hear in the music. With tone in, the right side goes flat. So by 20 kilohertz, it's almost off. And that's what you're hearing in the frequencies that are being returned by your signal from your preamp and from the CD player. Now, if we go to dB, we're not looking too bad. Again, meters are meters. And then we go to defeat. Sorry, that's output. We go to defeat, copacetic. It sounds great. You can't put any tone in it. It sounds great across the spectrum. Nothing changes, really. It gets pretty equal below 10 kilohertz. And it sounds awesome. If you want to see what things look like, we'll look at... Don't know if my whiskers are still reading. So 1 kilohertz with defeat, we have nothing. The scope is flat in defeat on pins 1 and 3. 10 kilohertz, still flat. Okay. 1 kilohertz, tone in. We must have lost one of our channels here. See if I can get it going again. Yeah, it shows I only have one going here, and that's the blue one, so the red one is no longer reading. Let's restore that. I had to kind of make up a cat whisker to get into the back of the socket. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, there we go. Now both channels are in. This is with tone in. Looks pretty good on pins 1 and 3. Defeat is flat, as it should be. Looks pretty good. We'll set the scale to 0 to overlap. And let's increase our scale a little bit. There we go. I don't know why it scans like that. It tends to. But it's looking pretty good. It's a little bit high on, looks like pin 3. Pin 3 is a little higher. We can change this with the volume knob too. But again, it's not that bad with the tone in at pins 1 and 3.